Welcome back everyone to another video. Today I'm going over a game between Hans Niemann and Wesley So. Please subscribe because it really helps out the video, and I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, then I can start making money. The winner of this series out of 7, you can't see it, but out of 7 games went on to play Magnus Carlsen. They're going to play him in the future. If you're seeing this in the future, they may have already played. Magnus is playing Hans Niemann after he did not want to play him for a couple games in a row. I think he had 4 chances to play him, and he made Jan Nepomniachtchi play him instead. We have Wesley So, 5 minute plus 1 second per move. So every time they make a move, they get 1 second back. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6. We have bishop B5, and this is the Ruy Lopez Berlin defense because he put both the knights out. And in classical games, this is drawing almost every single time. However, each player only has 5 minutes, so this should be a very interesting game. This is one of the craziest games I've seen a Super Grandmaster play in a long time, or 2 Super Grandmasters, I guess. Hans Niemann playing black, he just castled. Wesley So also castles, and Hans Niemann slides his rook over. We have knight going to d2, pawn forwards attacking the bishop. They trade off, and now these pawns are doubled, which isn't the best for Hans Niemann, but the queen does have an open file here, which is pretty strong. We have knight going on to c4, and knight drops back to d7. Rook slides over to e1, and the bishop drops back to f8. Hans Niemann just rerouting his pieces, dropping his knight back, dropping his bishop back, and he only has this pawn really at the center line, and Wesley So can really create an attack here. We have a4, a5, and now d4 striking in the center. We have pawn takes, and now the white's position is a lot more open, and black's position is kind of crumbling. We have a knight going to the side, and we just trade off. Now, the b pawn is doubled, so it's not the best. We have h3 and bishop going to e6 here. Now, Wesley So plays queen to c2, and Hans Niemann just plays h6 here. We have Wesley So now going bishop to d2, and white now plays queen f6, trying to create some threats, attacking here, but it's already defended, so that really does nothing. We have rook sliding up. It's called a rook lift, but it can't really go this way because the knight's blocking it. So we have rook over attacking this pawn. Now it's getting attacked by 2 things, so you have to defend it or push it. He defends it with the bishop. We have rook sliding over, and now rook sliding over to h1. Sorry, king to h1. We have bishop going to d6, lining on this diagonal, and it's kind of helping out the queen now. We have knight going on to e5, and Hans Niemann is just getting destroyed now. This pawn's defended, so you can't take it. This pawn is also defended, and the attack that Wesley So has here should be winning. He pushes f4, and all of these pawns are very good. We have all of these 4 pawns. One's attacking the queen, so if you take, I take. Oh, I can't even take back because it's pinned by the queen, but if you take with the pawn, I just push here, attacking your bishop now, and now black does a brilliant move. Hans Niemann finding this amazing move. It did take him 0 seconds, 1 second, because he has increment, and now the mistake is made by white. So Hans Niemann has a little bit of an advantage, but he drops it pretty much immediately because he has to spend not much time for the moves. He drops his bishop back, and now Hans Niemann makes a huge mistake. Wesley So is pretty much winning this. You don't really want to take, but instead, if you push this e5, you're pretty much winning. Maybe not immediately. Rook a e1 is better, but we'll see in a second. We don't play rook a e1, but we slide our queen over first. Doesn't make a big difference. And now, bishop here. It is not dropping a bishop because then you just take the rook, but he overlooked rook a e1, defending your rook, which is also defending the pawn, and now the bishop's being attacked, so it has to move away. And the queen goes to g4, attacking this queen. However, after queen takes, pawn takes, it's a draw right now. They're completely drawing. Rook takes e4 is the move to secure the draw. Not really secure, but I guess you'd probably trade down in that instance, and it'd be rook and bishop. Opposite colored bishop endgames are normally draws at people of this rating. However, he doesn't see it, and he completely drops the game. And Wesley So has a huge advantage. King h2 is the best move. Then you're going to play e5, and once these pawns are far enough, they should be winning the game for him. He finds king h2, but he just takes a pawn on this side of the board. and he loses a little bit of his advantage, and rook goes to d4, attacking this pawn. You can't really defend it. You can attack the rook. Rook slides over. We have king going to g3 now, but there's not much that Wesley So can do. Or sorry, not much that Hans Niemann can do. He's getting this pawn attacked by 3 pieces. He only has 2 defending it. I guess he can move his king over, and that's not what he does. He just pushes the pawn, which is the right idea. You want these pawns to go forwards. However, he doesn't follow it up perfectly, because now this pawn's being attacked. It's defended, and Wesley So should be winning this. He's got his pawns so far. He's up 3 points right now, and rook slides in. Rook to d3 apparently was the best move. Rook slides over is like almost even, and the bishop drops back, attacking here. Wesley So is really low on time, so even up 3 points, it's probably pretty hard to see rook e d3, the best move in the position. Rook d8 is also very good. He finds rook to d6, which is not the best move. It's not terrible, but we have bishop to f7 now by Hans Niemann. Not playing the best moves. It's about 4 points better for Wesley So. He's supposed to play rook d8. He can play rook to e to d3. He's got lots of options. He plays rook e d3. We have rook sliding over to e4, attacking this pawn, just trying to take it with everything he has. Now he pushed over the h6 pawn. We have rook, no, sorry, not rook. We have king going to h7. Rook to e8 was the best move because then it blocks this check. But we have rook going to d7, attacking the bishop now, and the king slides up to defend the bishop. And rook takes f7 is apparently the best move. Sacrificing the rook, king takes back, and then h7, and you should be promoting. However, he plays rook to e7. It's still completely winning. He's up 3 points. Rook takes, pawn takes, and king takes h6. But after rook to d8, pawn forwards, Wesley So is completely winning. Rook f8 is his best move, attacking the bishop, trying to move it out of the way. He finds it after king g6, king f3. You have to kick away this rook, move over and come up the board, but he promotes immediately, and it's not the right idea because after he trades off, he's so low on time. It's so hard to see the correct idea by moving your king over to attack the rook, but after this, pawn goes forwards, bishop drops back, and now the bishop has to move again, but instead he defends it, and we take this pawn, and it's equal. It's completely equal. Hans Niemann was completely losing, and now he's almost equal. Pretty much is, and we have rook check, king goes down, and now white is a tiny bit better. Doesn't make a big difference, but after this mistake, white is completely winning. c4 is the best move for black in this position. He doesn't see it immediately, but if Hans Niemann were to if he were to face this move, but if Wesley So were to find rook to c8, he would be completely winning this game. We have rook check, king goes up, and you're just allowing him to go towards your pawns. I don't know why you want that. And now he tries to attack this pawn, but that's not the right idea because there's a 2-on-1 on this side, and there's one here. King goes towards the pawns, and now it's going to help them. b3 is the only move that saves the game, and he doesn't play b3. This is now drawing. Every single move is drawing pretty much. Bishop to f4, best move in the position. Rook goes over, rook comes down, king goes up to e4, attacking the rook. Rook goes, king goes down, defending the bishop. The rook goes all the way up to d7. We have bishop to e4, defending this pawn now. The rook's defending it, the pawn's defending it. Both these are on black squares. So you should be able to trade off one of these pawns for the pawn, and then the other one for the bishop, and then it's rooks. And the rooks should be a completely drawing endgame. They shuffle some pieces, and Hans Niemann just says, okay, I've had enough of it. If we just trade off, it's a complete draw. If you take here, I take with rook, it's completely drawing. If you play that, it's completely drawing. If you play that, he doesn't play that. He plays king up, allowing c2. Now, if he thought he was going to win on time, that might be a good idea, but he's at 4.1 seconds and his opponent's at 22. If he were to play rook here, we have king a4, the best move. You can take here and promote, but then, like, it's not even that good. So, but it should be drawing still. And he doesn't play the best move. He allows rook to d3. Rook slides over, and now rook d1. He plays a brilliant move, which is not really brilliant, but he takes the pawn for the for the rook, and the pawn would have promoted, so he kind of had to take it. King goes up, and this is an endgame that should draw. It says it here. It's drawing. However, black does have winning chances when white doesn't. He runs into the corner, and he plays bishop to b8. He had 2.7 seconds to play this move, so it's kind of hard to see. He had to play one of these two moves, and he just didn't see it. Nowhere else really works. You can't move there because then checkmate. Yeah, you have to stay on this diagonal to then defend. We'll say you go here, you just get taken. Sorry, we'll say you go here, then rook h8, then you go back, and that's the idea that he had in mind. However, he played it too early, and he completely blundered, and rook a5, bishop blocks, rook takes. After the king moves over, there's nothing you can really do here. You're completely losing. Rook to c7, and the only move you have leads to checkmate. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.